Oklahoma non-binary student's death after in-school fight, not a result of trauma, police say. The student was identified as non-binary by their parents. We actually don't know how Nex Benedict died. We know she was attacked in the girls' bathroom of her high school. However, that might not have directly caused her death. So the lying media has made this about, you guessed it, Republicans. Oklahoma Republicans passed a bill in 2022 that basically said that you've got to use the bathroom of your biological sex. Big deal. I mean, is that so controversial? I think a lot of people actually support that. Put that to the side, it's kind of irrelevant to this case. But my point is that the media is making that the point. New York Times headline, Anti-Trans Policies Draw Scrutiny After 16-Year-Old's Death in Oklahoma. The student, who did not identify as male or female, according to their family, died a day after an altercation in a school bathroom. The police said the death was not a result of trauma. Notice the use of passive voice by the New York Times. The anti-trans policies draw scrutiny. Well, the New York Times is the entity that is scrutinizing them, whereas they want to create the impression that there's just an upswell of anger. No, the media is actually trying to provoke that anger against so-called anti-trans policies. Nex Benedict was born as a female, and she looked like a female, and she was using the female bathroom, and that's where she was attacked. So, there's no scenario really where she's going to the boys' bathroom, and so that's just one reason why to blame this on Republicans is illogical, but mainly dishonest. I mean, that's what it is. Okay, and to throw another wrench in this, according to the autopsy, they don't even know that Nex's death was caused by this attack in the bathroom. According to the New York Times, the police stated that the autopsy, quote, indicated that the student did not die as a result of trauma. So, if not from the altercation, then what caused Nex's death? Okay, if you just take that autopsy result, they're saying it wasn't due to trauma, meaning that it wasn't because, these crazy girls bashed her head against the wall. Maybe that happened, but apparently that didn't cause her death. So maybe Nex was upset by this attack and did something to herself. Or I'm speculating. I don't know. Nobody knows. But whatever happened, it's certainly the culprit is not, Republicans in Oklahoma. That's kind of my point. And I think that's very silly. I hope people who are on both sides can see that. The grieving mother, Sue Benedict, seems to have resisted her daughter's gender ideology and gender confusion, judging by a statement she made, quote, "We are sorry for not using their name correctly, and as parents we are still learning the correct forms. Please do not judge us as Nex was judged. Please do not bully us for our ignorance on the subject. Nex gave us that respect, and we are sorry in our grief that we overlooked them." So the poor mother is really kind of self-flagellating here. It sounds like she is blaming herself because she did not embrace her daughter's they, them kind of pronoun situation. And unfortunately, she seems to, I don't think she blames herself for her daughter's death, but she seems to recriminate herself in general. According to ABC News, it is not clear that their gender identities had a role in the confrontation. ABC News is going hard on this they pronoun, and it makes their copy very confusing. I could just speculate that the attack was directly or indirectly related to poor Nex Benedict's death. So here's a picture of Nex. Seems like a nice girl. And again, non-binary, so maybe I shouldn't say girl, but I'm looking at the picture and frankly she does present as female. Investigators in Owasso, Oklahoma are investigating the death of a non-binary student one day after a physical altercation with other students. So Nex died one day after this physical altercation, but apparently the death was not caused by the physical altercation, or at least not directly caused. Not caused by trauma. So what does that mean? On Wednesday, Owasso police shared an update on the ongoing investigation and noted that a complete autopsy was performed on the student by the medical examiner. Police said the autopsy did not indicate that the student died as a result of trauma. Now, I want to get into the very sneaky and dishonest part of the ABC News article, which is several paragraphs down. So, quote, Nex mother told The Independent that the bullying Nex had faced came amid state legislative policies that targeted the transgender and non-binary communities. So really, is the mother blaming legislative policies? I don't know. I doubt she is. I think the media probably put that idea in her head and she's like, yeah, you know what? That's it. Continuing, in recent years, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt had signed bills that required students to use bathrooms that match their sex assigned at birth, citing safety, banned the use of non-binary gender markers on IDs, restricted gender-affirming care, and banned transgender girls from participating in girls' sports, citing fairness. So much to unpack in this ABC News article, so much biased language. First of all, the sex assigned at birth, like, I don't necessarily believe we're, quote, assigned a sex at birth. I think we just have a sex at birth. Okay, continuing. Anti-LGBT violence has been on the rise in recent years, according to law enforcement researchers, coinciding with growing anti-LGBT sentiment from conservative politicians. That is so dishonest. Like, if we knew who the perps were in this girl's bathroom, first of all, like, you don't know what ethnic background they might be, and, you know, let's just, like, use our imaginations. A teenage girl, really regardless of race, is not super influenced by conservative politicians, okay? ABC News. My name is Michael McCara. Thank you so much for listening. In the description, you can find my Twitter handle. Follow me on there. Check out my blog, michaelmccarablog.com. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel.
I've only heard what love can do, and now I'm getting love from you. Make your vow.